Welcome to Learning the Basics on Obtaining Minority Business Enterprise MBE or Women's Business Enterprise WBE certifications, which can provide numerous benefits, including access to government contracts, networking opportunities, and business development resources. So let's walk through steps you can follow to prepare for getting government MBE and WBE certified. Michelle, what are these certifications? The MBE certification is a designation given to a business that is a minority owned and controlled by one or more individuals who are a part of a recognized minority groups. The same rules apply for women owned. The minority owned business has to be owned by a woman owned group. Guess what? There are benefits for these certifications. So you have access to government contracts. Many government agencies set aside contracts just for MBE and WBE certified businesses. Also, private sector opportunities have numerous private corporations prefer to require or to use suppliers who are MBE or WBE certified. This helps them to fulfill their diversity and inclusion goals. Another benefit is networking opportunities, access to exclusive, I'm going to say that again, exclusive networking events, trade fairs, and business conferences aimed at supplier diversity. And a lot of these are free. And the last, you have training and development. These are opportunities for professional development, mentorship, and capacity building provided by certifying bodies and corporate partners. Next, understanding the requirements. Okay, Michelle, do I qualify? So for MBE certification, your business must be at least 51% owned and controlled by one or more individuals who are a part of a recognized minority group. That is African American, Hispanic, Native American, Asian Pacific, Subcontinent Asian, and for the WBE certification, the business must be at least 51% owned by a woman or women. When we look at the control, the minority or women owned owners must have an unrestricted control of the business. That is in every part of the business. And for the operational role, these owners must also be involved in the day to day operations and management of the business. That's hiring and firing and negotiation of contracts. Next, it's time to gather up all of your information. Yes, this may seem a lot. This is a very short list that I have listed here. There are a whole lot more, but you want to collect all required documents that demonstrate ownership, control, and management by the minority or woman owners. These typically include your EIN, your state registration of the business, any other business paperwork that you may have, of course, showing that you have the licenses to run that particular businesses. You need taxes for both your personal home and you need taxes for your business. And again, like I said, this is just a short list, but anything that you needed to register your business, you want to begin to gather that information. Next, locate certifying agencies. Who is my certifying agency? There are different regions and government levels within your state that may handle the MBE and WBE certification. In a few minutes, we're going to take a look at North Carolina, Colorado, and Georgia. So follow along with me. Now we are at completing the application process. So, as we complete the application process, we want to be able to fill out the paperwork in detail. Sometimes you may have to take a breather. These applications, depending on the state and the region, the total application to fill out is usually about 20 to 25 pages. Okay. And the same goes for the platform. For the digital platform, they try to condense it, but again, it's a lot of paperwork. It's the same information that you are filling out on the paper application. So it does take time. So once you submit the application, you need to be checking daily for any type of correspondence from that government entity. They may ask you some questions. You may have to submit some more information. So be on the lookout for that, because if you fail to comply or reply, then they can boot out your application. So respond quickly about questions and concerns they may have. Once they do that, then you should be on the lookout for your invite for an interview and a site visit. Now, don't get nervous. If you've ever interviewed before, this is the same process that you're interviewing, stating that you are the owner of the business. This site visit may be virtual or it may be in person. So make sure you ask those questions. And then after the site visit, then guess what? Before the site visit, after the site visit, be a little patient about everything being approved. They may be overwhelmed as they are processing other applications. So when you turn in your application the first time, as long as you're watching, then be patient, but be visual about checking your emails daily. So you're certified. Woohoo! Right? So now you're certified. You want to put your information into any databases, government databases that you're interested in. You want to let them know that you have this certification. Also, any corporations, you want to let them know that you have this certification. Also, attend networking events and trade shows that targets your certified businesses. They do this because they want to do business with you. And also utilize your certification and marketing materials, in marketing materials, which one thing is your capability statement. You want to have that in your capability statement and any other digital platforms that you are found on. And last of all, most definitely keep your certification active. So you have to renew, you have to maintain the certification on an annual basis. Some states and some regions, they allow you to have the certification a little longer. Again, you have to read the information. But guess what? The great thing about this is that they will send you a reminder. But still, don't forget to put it on your calendar. So, do you still have questions? Are you thinking like, Michelle, I am ready to get started? If you're ready to get started and you want to join me later on this month on the 18th, this is a fast moving, as I call it, a WebO workshop that I want to help to get you prepared to get certified. Again, this is very fast moving. We will go through the checklist of everything that's needed. We'll also look at your LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn matters. There's our millions and millions of dollars on LinkedIn. And then also getting your capability statement up and running. You also have an opportunity to go ahead and join the bonus sessions. So go ahead, click the scan bar, go ahead and click it, or scan code. I call it a scan bar. Scan code, go ahead, click it, and reach out to me and let me know that you are ready to get started. Now, let's go and look at Colorado, Georgia, and North Carolina to give you guys an idea of what is needed. We are back. We are on the ncdot.gov. So that is for North Carolina. And the first thing you want to do, the easiest thing you want to do, you want to type in DBE. Why do you say DBE, Michelle? Because that is searched on more than any other certification within the state or on the state pages. So we want to go ahead and we want to type in DBE. And we look at DBE and we want to go right to the portal. Now, this is just some really great information that you want to go through and you want to read. That's great. If you want to look at DBE Enterprise Outreach, the reason why I say DBE is because it gives you information on what they have happening within the state and within your area. But one of the things that I do know within the DBE process, again, it says whether a small owned business, minority owned business, that it lets you know that it is a part of the DBE process. So go ahead and you want to click on the portal here. And you click on the portal, you're like, Michelle, I don't have a username, password. That's okay. Press cancel. Once you press cancel, you want to look on this side and you want to begin to follow these directions. This, for North Carolina, it is a two-step process. It takes about 3 days to a week to be able to begin to start submitting your information. And right here, you'll say NC Online Certification System. That is their system that you will begin to fill out the information. Okay. Next, we are going to go to Georgia. So as you see, Georgia's website looks completely different than North Carolina's website. So we're going to go in here. We're going to type in DBE. Okay, and then they have the certification application. They have the DBE certification, and then they have disadvantaged business enterprise. We're going to select, the third one. So it's 1, 2, 3. You want to go ahead and select that one. And it's letting you know, do you need assistance? You may need assistance. It's okay. And so we go down and it begins to let you know about the DBE program and their goals. And so this is really, really great. We keep going down. It talks about DBE toolkits. How do I become DBE certified? So learn how to apply for DBE certification. Depending on language, English or Spanish, you would select. And it gives you the information. So make sure you read this information. I will have this I will not be taking this down. So you have access to it. So if you need to go back and click through it again, that's okay. All right. And then the last state we're going to look at is Colorado. That's codot.gov. And with Colorado, you go ahead. Again, this is the easiest way. I go ahead, I type in DBE, and I press search. And again, they're giving you a lot of information. So you do want to look at all of this information. Okay. You're like, okay, I want to look at all of this information. But then go ahead and you can select DBE program overview. And as you select the DBE program overview, it will give you where you need to go. What are your next steps? So again, read all of this information. You can press here like, okay, this belongs with this. Like I'm reading through all of this information. Now I'm ready to get certified. Now am I in compliance? Am I a participant? So all of this information is needed. So hopefully this has been just super great for you guys. So I hope that got you started. I hope that got your juices flowing. And I look forward to seeing you guys at this upcoming I call it a web workshop. Again, it's very intensive that we go through everything. We go through the government checklist and what is needed. We'll look at your LinkedIn checklist and we'll look at your capability checklist. All of these things are needed to have a dynamic impact in becoming and collaborating with the government. I'll see you guys later on in May. Bye bye.